down. I mean, you guys have everything you guys need right here, and you're basically just looking through this saying, okay, where's the volume going to go? Where's the momentum's going to go? Where's the hype going to go? Right? Because it's going to be between these plays, and we just need to find the one that catches the fire. Right? We just need to find the one that's going to be bringing in that momentum, that's going to be bringing in that hype. Okay? So, when we get the hype, very important that we find that very quickly because it's all about trading the stock that has the volume today, has the mob, right? The next 3 trading sessions today, no afternoon trading commentary. Friday, we never have afternoon trading commentary. Monday, again, only the morning. Tuesday's a half day. Wednesday, we have off, and then we're in 2020. Okay? So it's going to be a little bit different over these next, three to 4 trading sessions with, again, New Year's Eve, New Year's, and the weekend right here. But, right when we get past these next 3 days of trading, we're into 2020, $100,000 account, big time money making, brand new press releases. Companies are going to be going crazy trying to get all their companies starting on a super high note. It's going to be absolutely awesome, and I'm fired up. But let's make our money right here nice and quick early in the morning, and let's see what we have. So again, we're going to be starting off. Looking at our picture right here. I'm going to bring this over towards this side. I'm going to keep our eyes peeled over on. I want to probably have NTLK. I want to see if that's going to be getting any sort of action. NTLK. But I'm really just going to watch the high of the day momentum scanner, see what comes on up. I'm also going to put ITCI on the bottom as well. But I mean, obviously there are a lot of different options today. Find which one you like the best. The market opens up in about 30 seconds, team. So we'll see again where this hype's going to be going. All right. We just again want to try to figure out as quick as possible if there is going to be, a kind of a main play today. Well, let's have a good one, team. Yep. So commentary starts back up January 2nd, afternoon commentary, because yes, the markets close on January 1st. So again, as you guys know, today, early Friday, we never have afternoon trading commentary. Monday, that's again going to be an early day. Then Tuesday and Wednesday are holidays, and then we're all set. So we definitely want to be trading right at the start right here. LN and LNK. All right, and we're all set. So SAVA, quick little pop up to $5. Kind of starting off again, SAVA, quick little pop up to $5. Also, MBOT was the one that just came out with the offering. Okay, so MBOT's a little scary because it just came out with the offering. Right now, I'm just watching the high of the day momentum scanner, kind of seeing where some of this momentum's going to go up to. Right now, XRF, a little bit of a different one. Does XRF have any sort of news or any sort of reasoning? As this one just had a quick, within a minute and a half, right? I'm going to go right here, just within a minute right there. XRF ran on up towards that $4 mark, starting to come back on down. It had a press release on Tuesday that says invest $8 million into China Rapid Finance. XRF had a press release on Tuesday that said it has invested into Rapid China Finance, and that's trying to run up to that $4 mark. SAVA ran up to $5, got rejected again, and MBOT with an offering trying to get a morning spike. XRF right now, though, is where a lot of that kind of quick momentum is at. XRF is where a lot of quick momentum's at. That's definitely where penny stock wise, XRF is getting a lot of the hype. If you guys aren't looking for penny stocks and looking at MBOT a little bit bigger, that's where it has a little bit of momentum. That has a little bit of hype as well. Right now, XRF, though, where we want to look at. XRF, I know it's a little bit quick. I know things are getting a little bit jumpy. Let's just see. Consolidation was back down to 350. No, that's too low. 380 could be a nice little bounce play. Let me kind of kick off my day, maybe looking for a little 380 bounce play if that comes on down. Right now, again, stock still holding on up. Let me add this VWAP line as well. Where's the VWAP at? MBOT is still getting some good hype. MBOT and XRF is where the hype's at right now. MBOT and XRF. That's where we're at. I know you guys are also, HSDT? Getting a little bit of momentum. HSDT, I wouldn't say beasting. Again, 130 to 147, only about 15 to 17 cents. XRF's definitely a lot more hot, going from 340 to almost up to 440. So about 90 cents over there. So right now, XRF has a lot of hype, and also MBOT. This stock had an offering, so again, the stock definitely has a little bit more negative bias towards it. But it's been so hot, traders are trying to push it back on up. $15 top resistance. Right now, my eyes are over on XRF. maybe looking for a bounce play right along that VWAP or right along that like a 380-ish mark is kind of what I'm thinking to start off with. There you go, Iggy. So Iggy's on vacation right now for the holidays and just made 2,500 bucks. There you go, Iggy. Reason he's a top trader. Right now, XRF quick morning spikes so far. This is definitely where the volume is currently at with 132% gain. HSDT, again, look at the top gainers. XRF number 1, HSDT number 2. And right now, XRF is still going on up. No pullback yet. Give us a little bit of a pullback right here so we can maybe jump in on some of this action. But yeah, right now, everyone is over on XRF. If you guys are in on this play, XRF, it's going to go up to $5 most likely. No pullback yet on this stock. Very surprising. If anything, I can look for just a nice little bounce play. $5 would be the next target on XRF. Yep, same exact thing Rapid's thinking, just because that's a nice, $5 increment. But so far, the stock has just been, moving on up. And this is, again, the mob play. This is where a lot of hype's at. This is where a lot of momentum's at. We can look for a pullback. Where? Back down. Most of the support right now is down towards around that 445 mark. There's $5. There's the $5 touch and a little bit of a break of $5 as well. So this stock just went on a huge rip. If you guys got in, right away. I know it's not easy to see a stock go on a dollar spike and keep hopping on in, but right now the stock is just going on a very big pop all the way up to that $5 mark. A little bit of break, $5 as well. We do have old. Again, let me turn off pre-market. Old support is going to be back down probably towards around this like 430-ish mark, it looks like. So 430-ish is going to be support. We got 430, and then all the way below that is going to be around 415. Right now, it's trying to hold up $5, and XRF is still going. XRF, what's the next target? 200-day moving average. So XRF, since again we kind of been talking about the stock, it's moved about $1.30. Now this has been an awesome move, and once again we're seeing great volume, but this big volume is happening at the bell. Look at XRF still going right now. And I know the thing is, you might be saying, Deck, are you going to hop in on it? Well, what we also know is we are chasing. The stock has gone from 340 to 560. We are chasing if we hop in now. But the thing is, it's all momentum right now. As long as people are willing to keep buying, the stock will keep moving on up. But, so far we are still moving. We're still going on up. We still have big time attention towards this play. But yes, we have not seen that big time pullback. And again, buying at these highs is more risky. Buying up at these highs is more risky at this time. So right here, we are still seeing XRF, big time hype, big time momentum. Bounce play is now towards that 480-ish mark. So that bounce play is down towards around that 480-ish mark at this time. And let's see if we can maybe get a little bit of a bounce play down towards that mark, because that was the last little area of consolidation. Okay, so I just got in. Bounce play. Just bounce play, guys. Bounce play, 488. Bounce play, 488 just got filled. Gonna try to make it a little, only got filled 800 shares on this play. 800 shares at 488. I just got filled on this. Okay, so I just got filled. Bounce play, 488. Just got in, looking for a pop back up towards around 520. Okay, that's where I'm currently at right here. Just want to make sure everyone is 100% aware of that. And I'm looking back up towards around 520 for a sell target. All right, so I just got in on that bounce. Looking for, again, a re-break of $5, run towards around 520, 525 to sell. And this, again, has been a pretty nice spike so far. Here we go. Keep moving on up. Keep going. And again, just trying to nail that bounce play. 5,000 shares. 510, 511, 515. Come on, I want to see that 515 break. And right now, again, we got a nice little bounce so far. Again, nailed that bottom. Went to 575. There we go. 520, 514, 515. Let's see the bids keep moving a little bit. Bids keep going. 525, 519, 526. Woohoo! Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, woo! $363. Just like that, baby. $363 off 800 shares. Perfect bounce play. And there is my day just like that. There, so again, just like that, perfect bounce play. And again, just making that money right off that bottom support line. And you guys could see absolutely everything right there. And out of that play, done, locked in my profits. Shout out to you guys as well. Live stream the whole entire trade there. And yep, right off that old bounce area. So absolutely awesome. Absolutely great. XRF out with a $363 gain. And again, just kind of kicking off my day. So again, shout out to you guys if you guys nailed that one. Here's my P&L. If you guys again did not see, got in two different areas, 491, 485. Again, anyone could have hopped in on this with me. Sold at 535 and 534. BEA, beautiful bounce play just like that. And the thing is, guys, it doesn't matter. It does not matter if you miss out on what? On the morning spike. It's all about what? It's all about waiting for that bounce area. So if you're saying, Deck, how did you know that the stock was going to bounce at this area? I looked at the most reasonable area. Now, again, okay, stick with me. If you guys do not know how I saw that bounce, notice, again, we have green candle, red candle. You always want to look at the period of consolidation. Where did the stock come down to and bounce off of? Okay, so the stock ran on up, and then immediately I'm thinking, okay, 417ish is going to, or 415 is going to be the bounce play. The stock spiked on up, then it dropped on down towards this 475, 480 mark. As the stock spiked on up again, it ran up to that $6 mark, came crashing down. Where did it bounce at? Well, where did it bounce at before? Right around 475, 480. So that's where I'm looking at as the stock came on down. So the stock spikes on up. Its lower shadow right here is right around 480. It drops down to 480, spikes all the way up to 540. We sell here. Then it had a little bit of a drop and is still even at that 525 mark. But right here at this lower shadow, and let me try to put the arrow right at it, right? That lower shadow right there, that lower shadow right there is going to tell me where the stock is going to bounce at, which is right around 475, 480. So I put a horizontal line right there, and I could see, look how many times it's bouncing off that mark. Look how many times it's bouncing right off that mark. I know that was a quicker trade. I know, again, that's not one that if you guys are brand new, I know it's easy to keep up with, right? But the thing is, again, that's why we study. The thing is, that's why we work hard. That's why we say to ourselves, hey, you know what? We need to be ready, right? So awesome job, awesome trade, kicking off my day right there, and giving myself some more Christmas presents. Giving myself some more Christmas presents. Yeah. So again, let me see those profits over in profits chat. What do we got? Canuck $241, Scott 390, SP 300, Crazy Legs 92. Iggy made $1,000 today. We have White Diamond made 498. Awesome job. So again, keep filling that up over there. Just a perfect little bounce play, which is still holding. So I'm gonna post my P&L so you guys can see it. As you guys know, I'm always transparent with everything I do. Again, keep up the awesome work, guys. So right here, all we're doing is looking to get a little bit of Christmas gifts, right? And if you're saying, Deck, why XRF? As I said, I'm just going to play the stock with the most volume out there, right? All I'm going to do is play the stock with the most volume out there because that's the one. If it spikes and I miss it, again, I do not care. Please get that through your head, guys. If you guys miss a play, don't pout and say, I can't believe I missed a spike. It's okay. Just nail the bounce play. If I make $363 on the spike, that's great. If I make $363 on the bounce, that's great. That's all I care about, right? So, money's money. Doesn't matter how you make it. If it's on the breakout or the bounce, you miss a play, turn it around and get it when it falls. So right now I'm just kind of typing something out real quick. And this is why, again, we are trading in the mornings, of course, because that's when we're going to be having the most hype and the most momentum. So again, $363 profit off the bounce play of at 480 after the quick spike. Only 800 shares. Any trader can make this easy money. You just need to have the right strategy. So again, that's what it's all about. Right now, again, if you're saying, Deck, give me an updated game plan. What can I be doing right now? XRF. We still have 475 holding tight. All right. So right now, XRF, you still have 475 holding tight. Everything is absolutely good on XRF. When 475 starts to break down, that's where things are going to get a little bit more uglier. Okay. That's where things are going to get a little bit more uglier. That's when the stock's going to drop. Okay. So 475 needs to hold if you guys are interested on that play. Targets are still all the way back up. Anything above 525 is an awesome gain. Okay, so anything from below probably 490 up towards 525, awesome gain, awesome job. Okay, now be careful as we come down to 475 right here. As what? The more you jump on that bottom support, the weaker it gets. We have bounced off it about 5 times already. We have another little bounce trying to happen right now, but you got to keep that stop loss up around 475 in case it cannot happen. All right. So again, that's over on XRF. We also have TCCO right now. TCCO just hit a 64 count. We have gone so far from around $5 to now 648 on TCCO. We're hitting a little bit of resistance right now along this mark. Be careful. Whoa, TCCO, this one's all over the place. TCCO just went from $5 to 650 all the way down to 550. So TCCO, I'm going to throw that on the top level too. XRF going on the bottom right now. This one is getting a little crazy. I know some of you guys look at SAVA. Stay away from SAVA today. It's not worth it. Again, basically treat today as if it is Friday. As if it is, hey, play the stock with the most momentum, play the stock with the most hype, play the stocks with the most buyers. Does SAVA look like it has a lot of buyers on it? No. So you're going to want to stay away from that play. And let's keep on moving through our list right here. As we all know, the game plan again on XRF. XRF actually just cracked 475. 475 cracks. XRF, all stop losses are hit. XRF is starting to dump on off there. You need that first or second bounce play. TCCO, this stock spiked on up, dropped on off. People are. This is what's going on right now. People are trying to finish off the year on a strong note. Everyone is getting a little crazy at the moment. So everyone is trying to finish off the year on a strong note, getting a little bit crazy, getting a little bit wild right here. So right now, TCCO keeping this play on watch. We want to see if this is going to be able to get that breakout, be able to get that move. I do want to look at NLNK. I know, again, so many different plays right here. NLNK just got a first little pop. NLNK just got its first little pop. And let's see if this stock's going to be able to move on up right here. Because the thing, as I was talking about, guys, everyone is trying to finish off the year right now on, huge gains, right? No one wants to finish off the year with a loss. People want to try to finish their year at the best trade possible right now, right? So that's why that's why we're seeing so much volume at the start, as so many traders saying, hey, we only have about 3 more days until the end of 2019. I want to make sure I'm ending my days off great. So, everyone right now is doing what? Everyone is trying to buy. Everyone is pushing up plays. And XRF kind of came out of nowhere. Boom, shot all the way up, nailed it on that bounce play. Day's not over, though. Day's not over. Let's see if we get something else. All right, as always, guys, let's make sure we don't curse in chat. Again, awesome job over in Profits chat. I know it's a little bit hectic at this moment. Hey, I definitely understand that. Game plans. I'm gonna read out off all the game plans. If you guys are in on stocks, I probably will read over your play. NLNK game plan. 325 is your main support. 350 is your top resistance. Okay. So again, 325 is your main support. 350 is your top resistance line. Look for a bounce play around 325 if interested. Sell target is up to 350. Stop loss would be around 316ish. Okay, That's NLNK. XRF. XRF at this time is finding support at the first area of consolidation back down towards around 425. 425 natural support, also last period of consolidation. Resistance line is going to be back at $5 as that's where it's really cracked on off. But you can even drag that down a little bit lower if you don't want to go to $5 and look at where I bounced at 480. So you look for around 425 bounce play back up towards around 480. Old support now turns into resistance. Okay. We also have a little bit of CANF starting to come on up. This stock isn't that hot, but a break of 350 is where volume will start moving in on that play. Okay. NLNK starting to move on up. So I went over XRF, went over NLNK. What else do we have? TCCO. TCCO, very risky. This stock went from 525, immediately shot up to 660, but then a minute later went from 660 back down to 544. So it shot up about what, $1.40 to drop about $1.20, now sitting right underneath that $6 mark. A rebreak of $6 would be your entry if volume can move in, but it may get a couple little fake out breakouts. Your main profit target, again, where you would want to see it, is back up near the high of the day, up towards around the 650-ish mark. So a rebreak of 650 is where you could get some hype. Not much volume right now over on XRF as everyone's giving that back. Mob shift. Where's the mob shifting to right now? What's popping up on the breakout scanner? NLNK. NLNK, next bounce play, guys. If this stock comes back on down, old period of consolidation, which is where, let's make this chart really big right here. Where was the last period where the stock spiked, got held up at, then spiked again? Where's our platform? 330 to 335. There's our platform right there. So if you guys are saying, Deck, I'm too late to this play, you know your bounce play. It is now 335 or 330-ish. Okay? Quick little mob shift right now. Mob shifting. Where we at? Mob shifting to NLNK. Right? And then we have 330 as next bounce area. And that's not going to be a big bounce. It would probably be a bounce to maybe like maybe to 350 to 345. So we're going to see if that can hold on up. I know I couldn't get that first alert in, but I was talking everything out. All right, so again, that's going to be the next bounce area over on NLNK. PTI, please be careful because PTI, look at the 13 EMA. 13 EMA is 235. On Tuesday, the stock spiked up to that 235 mark, got rejected. Today, it's coming back up to 235. It may try to try to break that 13 EMA once again. A lot of traders trying to make something happen here. NLNK starting to have a pullback. It also has support at around 327, which is also what? Which is also going to be the VWAP area. So the VWAP area. So NLNK right along this mark. Watch your little bounce play. All right, watch your little bounce play. I'll do this trade on my Webull. I'll do my this trade on my Webull app. Let me actually get to that. And I'll do this one on my phone. Looking for again the bounce play at a couple different areas. Back down towards 320, you could do like 500 shares, and 327, you do about 500 shares. If you see like 319, you want to get out. Okay? So you want that 325 mark to hold. Right now, MBOT, the little offering play, is still trying to get some action. So MBOT, the offering play, is trying to get some action. Please understand, if you guys are looking for NLNK, it is not going to be as active or as crazy as XRF. XRF went from 344 to $6, right? So that's a huge difference. That's like a $2.50 spike. This one has only moved about 40 cents. NLNK. So we have a stock that moved $2 compared to a stock that's only moved about 40 to 50 cents, right? So that's why I'm saying NLNK. It's only probably going to be a 10 to 15 cent bounce if you guys are in on that play. So please understand, you're not going to be probably making a ton of money if you're looking for the bounce play on NLNK, but you can definitely come out on top. Absolutely. Again, MBOT was the offering play. Got to be careful. I do not, want any sort of new traders to be trading MBOT with an offering. It's very scary. Make sure you're experienced if you guys are interested on that play. Right now, NLNK trying to hold on up. XRF is dumping on off at this time. And again, things are slowly trying to calm down a little bit. SLNO, this was a previous spike of Friday as well. SLNO spiked hard, gave nearly everything back. XRF spiked hard, gave nearly everything back, right? Right here, we still have NLNK holding its gains. NLNK still holding its gains very nicely. Again, what you guys can do is just look for a 330 bounce and then have something maybe at around like 326 to 327. Stop loss would be at like 319. But things are at least calming down a little bit. Great job all around. Right now, NLNK still holding its gains. A lot of the hot top gainers, though, spiked and gave everything back. Again, great work. I know, guys. I'm saying this first 30 minutes of the day has already flown by. All right, let's see if NLNK gets a little bit of a bounce play. A little bit of a bounce play. Again, not yet, not yet. You want to wait until all the way back down towards around that 330-ish mark. I know you guys are also looking at BLCM. Check that out real quick. BLCM, a little bit of lighter volume, but that one's moving on up. Again, so right now, the plays that you have, XRF, done. XRF, cross it off, it is done. NLNK, bounce play, not only at 330, but also 330 or 328 is the VWAP right now. So that play would be a small, probably 10-cent bounce play. You have LQDA, no volume on that play right now. I know, again, it's trying to get a little bit of action, but no volume. It is currently halted. That's why it has no volume. I'm just noticing that on the Holt scanner, right? So that's trying to hold on up. CORV, no. HSDT, no. SLNO, no. Gave everything back. Done. ACOR, that's a great chart setup, but just too big on float, right? Great chart setup right here. 13 EMA, 50-day moving average, just a little too big on float. TCCO, no. So how many stocks today, guys, spiked in the first 30 minutes and gave everything back? TCCO spiked and gave everything back. I'm actually going to type them all out. Stocks that spiked and dumped. We have TCCO. We are going to have SLNO. And then after that, we have our top boy right here, XRF. So all of these spiked at the moment and then dumped on off. What stocks do we still have left? Well, we do have a couple ones left as well. Stocks to watch, of course, we are going to be having NLNK. Stocks to watch, we have NLNK. We are going to be having LQDA. LQDA is currently halted, right? So again, that stock could come out of its hold and then you'll go on a nice big rip and run. And then also we have BLCM, which I know some of you guys are liking at this moment, so I want to have it typed out. And then last but not least, very risky play, MBOT going a little all over the place, right? So MBOT going a little bit all over the place. I'll check on PTI as well. It's PTI above that 13 EMA. Let's see. PTI, not above that 13 EMA yet. So I cannot touch PTI until it gets above that 13 EMA. Right? Until it gets above that 13 EMA mark, I cannot touch that stock. So right now, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Deck, what do you think of RAD? RAD, still again, slow and consistent. If you're interested in RAD, throw that bad boy on a trend line. So again, thank you for putting that one back on my watch list right here. As you guys know, I'm locked in $363 already today. So I'm pretty happy with my day already. And that's within the first 7 minutes. I mean, this morning has flown by, right? We're already near 10 o'clock. So RED, I've just been, talking like a monster nonstop, right? So RED, just put that thing on a trend line. You're all good. I want to check out really quickly LQDA. When does that come out? NASDAQ Trader Holt System. LQDA does not have a resumption time. So it does not have a time it's going to resume because it got halted at 9:49. And LQDA, nothing out of that yet. Whenever you guys get a stock halted, just check that out right there. And you guys can check out that link. BILL, new IPO, a little bit more pricier, right? But at the same time, that stock's been trying to work its way on up. Good job again, Iggy today. Good job, Rapid today. Good job, Creeker. Good job, everyone over in Profits Chat. Good job, Chad Nystrom. You guys again, got your little bit of a day off, and you guys came ready to trade today. I love it. Good job, Offshore Trader. Good job, everyone. So again, you guys came to trade today. That's what I love to see. And that's what it is. Everyone's trying to get those morning profits before, again, we get to the afternoon and before we move over to 2020. So before, again, the end of the new year, everyone wants to get that money. If you guys were not here, as I said, we will not be having afternoon commentary until the first day of January. All right, and again, that's only 3 more trading days. Tomorrow or today, tomorrow, Monday. Again, Tuesday it's a half day. Wednesday we have off for New Year's and New Year's Eve, or New Year's Eve and New Year's. So we are only having morning sessions until we get to January, and then in January, as you guys know, we have some big news. Number one, chat room stays open 24/7. Only the live stream is coming down. Number two, $100,000 account. We're going to 1 million, baby. Just like I'm trading right now, everything I'm doing, only instead of again 1,000 shares, it's going to be 5,000 to 10,000 shares. My days are not going to be 400. I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of $400 to $500 gains. I get it nearly every single day. I'm bored of it. What do I want? I want again 1,000 to 2,000 to $5,000 gains. We're going bigger account, more shares, more money, right? Then after that, what else are we doing? 2020 for Tradecaster, we're also allowing, finally, I know again you guys been waiting for it, finally have it all set, new streamers on Tradecaster. And again, we already have some locked in coming up either January or February. You guys can log in, not only view my stream, but other trader streams as well. So maybe again, I have a big trade. I'm done early. You'll be able to view other people's stream, all for again your membership, what you're on now, to be able to have hundreds of different traders to be watching. So again, that's going to be awesome. A lot of great stuff coming on up. So exciting and so awesome to see. CANF, little bit of a pop right here. If you guys do have any questions, comments, or concerns, it is a great time to ask. Again, great work, everyone over here. Creeker, Scamron, Rainman, Lace, Scott, Les D, BJ Watkins, Jonathan, Canuck, SP, Crazy Legs, Iggy, Melonfee, White Diamond. Huge profits. So let's keep this party going. NLNK just came down to that 330 mark. Again, I was talking to you guys. I did not just get filled. Just came down to that 330 mark on NLNK. Trying to get a small little bounce. Let's see if you guys get that bounce play. If you guys got filled right there for that 330 mark. Again, VWAP is going to be a main support line. If you guys are filled at that 330 mark on NLNK, anything back above 343, 345, 350, lock it up. Again, you're only looking for about 10 to 15 cents on your NLNK bounce play. It is not XRF. XRF, I was able to get about a 60-cent bounce play. And why was that? That was because the stock moved $2.50 this morning. NLNK has only moved a total of about 50 cents this morning. So what do you think is going to get more of a bounce? A 50-cent mover, spiker, or a $2.50 mover? So again, you always want to try to get the bounce plays on the most wild plays, the most active plays, the biggest gainer plays, because you're going to be able to get the biggest percentage move after the bounce. If your big spike in the morning is only 50 cents, only expect maybe a 10 to 15 cent spike. If your again morning spike is $3, expect maybe 80 cents to 90 cents on the bounce, right? So it's all about, just understanding the percentages and the ratio between the spike and how big the bounce can be, right? So again, just a little heads up if you guys are interested on these plays. NLNK right now coming back on down a little bit. Let's see if that can hold. Again, there's your fill. There's your fill if you just got filled right there. Just came on down right towards around that 327 mark. And again, stop loss in my eyes would be probably anything below like 323-ish. It may try to come back down towards around that 320-ish mark, but you want to keep it tight on this one. Again, you're only expecting 10 to 15 cents on this play on NLNK if you're looking for the bounce play right now. You're not expecting $1, so don't waste $1 on this play if it does not work out. We definitely see again, volume has kind of settled, slowed down. Look for 10 to 12 cents or 10 to 15 cents on NLNK. Go from there. Probably just got filled if you're in on this play around 327, 328, 329. Look for anything 340 plus. Trey Life NLT cracked my trend line. Again, I would just be playing the VWAP right now. VWAP's good. Here you go. A little bounce back up, 335. 335 so far. We got to be able to break back above that. Again, I'm not in on this play right now, but I know again some of you guys are. We're just looking for this little bit of a U shape. There we go. There we go. Let's see if bids can hold 335. Just got up towards around 338. We're looking for a little bit of a U shape to re-break 340 for you guys to lock in your gains. So again, we're looking for a little bit of a U shape, bounce off the VWAP, which is perfect. We want 337 on the bids right now. Got to break down these 337s. 336 and 335 is a great start. We don't want to go back down to 334s though. We don't want to go back to 334s. 336 and 335s are great. One little push, just get ready to sell if it does get that push back on up. 337s, nice. Come on, bids. Got to get back up towards around 336. I would honestly put your stop loss, guys, at your entry because it's not worth to go below that. It's not worth to go below that. So let's see. So I would put your stop loss at your entry, not worth to go below that. But let's see if we get that 340 push. We are breaking down the 338s. Only 200 shares left. 338. You should be able to get it soon. Looks like volume's moving in. 5,000 shares bought out. 338 should be able to break down soon. So close. So close. Right now it's coming back on down towards around that 330-ish mark. You may want to lock in half right here because that was the push I would want. That would be the push I would want. We still have a little bit of a spread. And if you want to say, Deck, I'm just going to put my stop loss at my entry, the least I can do, the worst I can do is leave with 0. That's fine. I think that's a good idea. If you want to wait for the 340 break, that could definitely happen. But I would say definitely put your stop loss at your entry. The worst thing that could possibly happen is you leave with $0 and you don't lose a buck. So I think that's a good idea. So change that to your game plan on NLNK if you guys are in on it. And that's all about just managing risk, right? LQDA that just come out. Ooh, LQDA that was halted for a while. Just got halted again, I believe. So NQA it was halted from 948. What was that? 948 to 1003. So a 15-minute halt right there, and the stock went from 577 up towards 633. I'm actually going to put NLNK on the bottom level too, as that one's still holding, but I would love to see that 340 push. So LQDA was halted for less than a minute before it got LQDA got unhalted for less than a minute before that stock came on down. But as we said, a little bit crazy this morning, right? A little bit wild this morning. Right now, again, let's see what else we have. ACOR. ACUR, nice, nice squeeze pattern. Mr. BGM, good eyes over there. Good eyes over there. I want to see. I want to see what LQDA does when it comes out. Let's see if LQDA has any sort of news. But ACUR, that's a good looking chart. Look at 50-day moving average with a 13 EMA bottom squeeze. We have a 13 EMA bottom squeeze underneath it. Like that's a good looking chart right there. 13 EMA, 50-day moving average squeeze. And again, what does that just come down to? Masterpiece pattern, 80-20 pattern, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? And that's one of the best patterns to see for just a lot of predictability, right? Little side note, 50-day moving average up top, 50-day right here. 13 EMA swoops the bottom, right? 13 EMA swoops the bottom, and then you squeeze, and then you just have room to run, right? If we make this a little bit bigger, it looks a lot more like it, right? So I mean, look at basically the textbook pattern, and then look it up here. And again, that's all. If you guys go to the video library, and you guys can type in two things. Either you can type in master, and you'll get the masterpiece pattern lesson, or you can type in 80, and you're going to get 80% reward, 20% risk. So I'll put that one right here because that's a little bit of a different one. So we have 80-20, 80-20 chart setup. And again, what this means is 80% reward, 20% risk. You'll win 8 out of 10 times you play it. And that's why I love them. 80-20s. And that's why, again, my winning ratio was what we just did it the other day. Over the past like 30 days, or over the past 2 months, I have I believe a 76% win rate. So let's go back. Let's see. LQDA does have some news. We could definitely look that up. And let's see what we have here, because that is currently halted. LQDA. LQDA, December 24th, announces $22.4 million private placement. A late-stage clinical biopharmaceutical company today announced the development of commercialization of therapeutics using its proprietary print technology. Today announced it's entered into a common stock purchase agreement of 7 million shares at the price of $3.13. So again, we have a purchase agreement. That means they're required to purchase what? Purchase 7 million shares of common stock, the same stock we buy, at the price of $3.13. So we've been seeing, right? We've been seeing a good amount of what? Of stocks that have been running from some sort of insider buying or some sort of private placement or some sort along these lines. And I'm kind of blanking out a little bit. What were the one? There were like two that just did that, I believe, a little like last week or even earlier this week. And I'm blanking out if you guys remember. What were the ones that had insider buying that went on, massive spikes, or we had some sort of private placement, or we had insiders buying shares? We've seen a good amount of plays like that, right? Yeah, SAVA. But there we go. SAVA. SAVA. Exactly. SAVA had about 100,000 shares bought out, and the stock went from 160, shot all the way up to $5. Right? Did OCGN have it as well? I don't think OCGN had it. Creeker, if it does, send a link for us. We'll definitely check that out. But I know SAVA was definitely one. So SAVA, that one had the insider buying. I knew there was one. I was like, didn't we just play one? And then that's why SAVA just went from 165 all the way up to 590. So LQDA having something just along the same lines. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Trader at Night. That's awesome. Well, it was a little hectic though this morning, right? A little bit crazy this morning with so much going on. And as I say, tomorrow, guys, it is the same exact plan as we had today. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be the same exact plan as we had today. Monday is going to be the same exact thing as well. Until we get to 2020, stocks are going to run on wherever again the volume and mob go to it. So please, please, please listen up here. We are going to have different options today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday morning, right? But it all comes down to where the mob goes. Wherever the mob, wherever the volume goes, drop everything else you're looking at and go there, right? Because this is where you're going to be able to make the most money. I know I said it a million times, but I'm burning this in your brain. Volume equals activity, activity equals profit. I was looking at CANF this morning. I was looking at NLNK this morning. I was looking at a few other plays. But all of a sudden, XRF comes flying up on the high of the day momentum scanner, right? Those other plays mean nothing to me, right? So I'm looking, I see XRF, 4 count, 5 count, 6 count, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, keeps on going. MBOT pops on up. That one's important to me now. And again, what else I see? XRF again, 22, 23, 24, 25. Look at all this XRF MBOT action. I don't care about anything else other than the plays that are moving, as those are the ones that are running. If you miss it, dip by it. If you find it early, pull the trigger early. But until again 2020, we're probably not going to see big hot press releases that are going to make everyone go insane, right? The big hot press releases are going to be what? Insider buying. Big hot press releases could be some sort of like merger or acquire some other company. Like that'll do it. But we're not going to see positive phase 3 trials. We're not going to see any sort of amazing partnership deals right now. Why is that? People want to save their phase 3 trials, their endpoints, their FDA approval for when? 2020. Because when they move to January 1st, what can they put in their earnings report? Hey, we reported positive phase 3 trials, we had FDA approval, and our sales have increased. That sounds great rather than putting out a press release right now, right? And then they can't say it in 2020 because it's still part of 2019. So again, everyone's waiting for hot press releases in about 3 to 4 days, right? And that's when things are going to get crazy. Until then, traders are trying to finish off on a high note, so there's still great volume. There's still great attention, even with the lack of press releases, because every single trader, as you can see, is saying, "Oh my God, there's only 3 days left. There's only 4 days left here. I got to make as much money as possible." So we're still seeing crazy volume, but it's just like not from any sort of press release towards it. LQDA is live. LQDA is live, guys. We are back right here. LQDA. Things are getting a little bit crazy over there. $7 resistance, $6.99 right around the high, or 708. Excuse me, 708 was the high, but $7 resistance at this time. Bounce play would be along the VWAP on LQDA, which is going to be right at $6. If the stock does come down to $6, my concern would be it gets halted on the downside. Right now, $7 still holding up as resistance. This is a gamble if you are buying it. If you just buy in on this play, you're going to get filled at 691, and you're just praying it gets above $7. If you get filled at 691, what else are you praying? That it doesn't go below it. So, can you make money on LQDA? Yes, it is hot, it is active, it is moving, but it's also a coin flip if you're in on this play. So let's see if this can hold this area. If it probably cracks through, again, it's trying to hold up 630. $6 would be your main support area, right? $6 is going to be your main support area. If it cracks $6, I think it's going to get halted on the downside. So there's your big red candle. So again, let's see if it gets that bounce right along that $6 mark. But again, very, very risky. Very risky. Let's see. Well, it may actually already gotten halted from that red candle. Yeah, it's actually already halted right now. So notice, let's see. Let's give it a couple seconds here. Everyone look. There it is. Okay, so LQDA, I was saying, if it comes down to $6, that could be the bounce unless it gets halted. But it actually just got halted on all that selling volume. So it actually just got halted on all that selling volume. Crazy. We're seeing so much movement right now, and it's just all traders just trying to make that final buck just like you are, right? But everyone, as I said, is going to be doing that most likely in the mornings, right? And that's why I write out these morning newsletter. Don't want to repeat myself, but please, please, please read them, right? This there will be barely any hot news due to the holiday week, limited days available to trade, and the new year coming up. But what we want to do is look at the previous top gainers and low flow chart setups. There is volume, there is activity. That's how I was able to make $500 on Tuesday. And as you guys already know, again, $363 today off 800 shares. Barely anything. Anyone could do that, right? So, very, very important. And as we know, no commentary next 3 days. You must be trading in the morning over the next 3 days, as this is when you'll have the biggest activity. Very, very important, guys. Again, I say these things because I love you. I want to help you, and I want to make sure that you guys are coming out on top. That's my number one goal. Make sure that you guys are coming out on top and being the best traders that you guys can be. We will go into a recap on all these trades coming on up. I just want to make one little adjustment on my end. Give me one moment. As you know, Scooter Pie, I love you guys. I love you. Right? You guys are the best. Drummer Boy, any swings to look at going into the new year? If you guys have any sort of swing trade ideas, definitely again post them over for Drummer Boy. But Drummer Boy, if you're honestly looking for any sort of swing trades, it is going to all be the top gainers. So for instance, look at the best swings. What have the best swings been? It's been the top gainers for the past few days because that's where everyday traders are going back towards. So, for instance, it would be like SAVA, right? SAVA, one Green Day, two Green Day, three Green Day, four Green Day. Finally, it's having a red day right now. What else do we have? RAD, one Green Day, two Green Day, three Green Day, four Green Day, five Green Day right now. What else have we been seeing? We've been seeing. Oh, let me bring up my morning newsletter. I have all the plays right there, so I actually have some answers for you. Right? We have like CLPS, one Green Day, two Green Day, three Green Day, four Green Day, five Green Day. A little bit of a red day today, right? But it's really again just the top gainers of the day because that's where people are looking for the next day. So whatever finishes off maybe as the top gainer today, that would be something you may want to look into swing. As you could see, people are just looking for the plays that are bringing in the volume, as they know tomorrow that's where I can go to again. It has volume. The next day I can go there again because it's not really about press releases right now. It's about finding what has the continuation, right? So that's what it's all about. I know TX Justice always has some great swing trades. I believe, let's see, TCCO, TORC. That's where a lot of people are looking at right now. TORC. A lot of traders are looking at this play for the rebreak of the 13 EMA or the break of 160. A lot of people are looking at TROC if it could ever break 160. Break of 160, it has a huge gap to fill to the 50-day moving average and all the way up towards around 660. So that's what I know a lot of people are looking at this time as well. If you're interested over there. What do you have? BLCM? BLCM could be maybe a nice little creeper play. I like that. That's a good looking daily chart. When you kind of squeeze it up like this, it doesn't look that good on BLCM, but when you extend it a little bit, what do we notice on BLCM? If we draw this out a little bit more, right? BLCM, draw this out. What do we have? We have the 50-day moving average, right? And building a little higher lows along the lines with the 13 EMA. I mean, look at these higher lows right here. The stock every single day is moving on up. And then, of course, we have that top 200-day moving average right here. And eventually, what's going to happen? The stock most likely is going to get to that 200-day moving average. That also, again, does what? Bring, of course, the 13 EMA up. And that also does what? Bring the 50-day moving average up. And that's a squeeze pattern right there. And what do you think could happen to the stock if the 200-day touches the 13 EMA and 50-day after building higher lows? We're going to have what? Boom, right? So BLCM, maybe one you want to look at. BLCM, definitely something that could get some momentum towards it. It's all about drawing these stocks out. It's all about, figuring out these plays, right? It's all about, saying to yourself, what could happen on these stocks, right? You got to have a little bit of imagination, right? Not an imagination in a bad way, but imagination in a credible way, right? That's one of my big words. You guys know I have some of my favorite words. Favorite words, probably transparency, credibility, ow, right? All volume, float, all these key words, right? But you have to have also an imagination because what do I always tell you? Usually, if you see the stock breaking out, it's usually too late, right? You need to be able to see that stock in your head breaking out before it actually does break out. And how do we know that? By studying the setups, by studying what stocks are going to have the best breakouts, by looking at the ones that do and say, okay, how did that stock set up? What was the foundation behind that play? So again, have the imagination, but also again, know the right way that stocks set themselves up. Don't have a fake imagination or a fantasy imagination where the stock chart looks awful and you're just like, nope, $100,000 coming on up, 20,000 grand coming on up right here. So it's like, have an imagination that's okay. You know what? Higher lows, good squeeze pattern. Stock could definitely, bring in bring in a spike soon, right? Then again, have it written out. Maybe look for some small entries. Start building that stock on up, right? That's what it all comes down to. It all comes down to, understanding what a good chart setup is and finishing out in your head of that breakout. But only again, finish it out if it's actually a good setup. Don't try to, make something happen that's not. All right, so 10:22. Give me 2 seconds right here. I just want to adjust something on my end, and then we're also going to watch LQDA come out. LQDA got halted at what time? 10:15ish, I want to say. And as I always say, just go to www and type in Nasdaq, and it'll take you right to that Nasdaq.com halts, right? And then you can see what time you got halted at 10:15, right? 10:15.5 over on LQDA. Yeah, 10:15. So it's probably going to be probably a 10-minute halt. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it doesn't come up though. AK-47. Sometimes it doesn't come up to with the like this stock's been halted a few different times already, and sometimes it only catches the first, but maybe not give me the accurate reading on the second or third. This one is correct right here, but I just always like to double check. Nothing wrong with double checking. All right, buddy. Don't gotta laugh at me. I just want to double check. Just want to get it in there. And there you go. Nothing wrong with double checking. It's like the same exact thing, over in the spring and summer. I like to skydive every now and then, and one of the things I always do is just make sure that I have a parachute in there. Okay, sometimes the people there laugh at me because I'm opening it up and closing it, opening it up and closing it, opening it up and closing it, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, "Hey, I'm just double checking that thing's there." Okay, I just want to make sure it's in there. Nothing wrong with double checking. All right, so give me 2 seconds right here. I just want to make sure we're all good. All right, yeah, you know it, Jim. Got a little case of OCD. I got to do it. Okay, but hey, if it comes out with me, being profitable, that's all right. All right, so right here, 10:25. Thank you guys. I'm all set, all ready to go. 10:25 right here. This morning's flying by. I don't know, it's just because it's so active or what. LIQDA, all eyes over here. Let's see if it holds up. If it's 10-minute hold, coming out in about 5 seconds. LQDA, there it is. So LQDA, big gap down, back down to 555. So again, this stock wouldn't hit. Let's just take one little side note, and let's just, think of something. Also, a little side note right here, guys. All you NLNK bounce people, there you go. If you guys are NLNK bounce people, it never went underneath. Again, I know you guys got filled at 330 or 330 right here. One of these two just came up to 350. Take again your profits. Take your bow. Take your money. Yeah, there you go. So again, NLNK. I know again we've been talking about that bounce play from that 330 mark, 329. Again, I wasn't in on that one, so I wasn't paying too much attention towards it. But NLNK went all the way up to 345, all the way up to 353, 352, 351, and then just got a little bit of a crack. So good job on NLNK. Good job over there. Yep, AK, good work. I know that's something I was looking at as well, all the way up to that 350. And again, it's all about that just nice, easy profits. So, um, what do we have on LQDA? Something that stands out to me the most about LQDA. There's something that stands out to me a ton on LQDA, and I just want you guys to understand what that is. And that's what right here, guys? That this stock ran up to where? The 200-day moving average. It slightly got above it, but please, please, please know that this is just where the target is at, guys, right? This is where the target's at. When people get to a 200-day moving average, people lock in their gains. And it's not only the 200-day moving average. I mean, we could look at it with PTI the other day. And PTI comes up and it can't break its 13 EMA, right? It can't get above that 13 EMA. When people come up to a 200-day moving average, they see that and they say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to lock in my profits. I'm going to make sure that I stay smart today. I'm going to make sure that I come out on top." Right? So people always lock in some sort of gains around these moving averages. And that's just so important that you guys know. Okay? So whenever you see a spike, always know what moving average is coming up next, as people are going to most likely try to lock in some gains there. Now we can even add LQDA to the list that what we already have. A list of what? The stocks that have spiked and that have dumped on down. Right? And what was that list? Let me type it out right here. Stocks that have spiked and dumped their way on down. Okay. What we have, again, TCCO. Stock spiked on up, dumped on down. SLNO. Stock spiked on up this morning, dumped on down. XRF. Stock, spiked on up, dumped on down. LQDA. Stock spiked on up, starting to dump on down. Oh, is SAVA not on that list? Or let me see, SAVA. Yeah, I mean that's just been basically like a dump, but yeah, we can add it. Yeah, but hey, a spike's a spike. I got you, AK. Again, thank you for great work this morning. You're absolutely on fire. Again, great job, Rapid, today. You're always on fire, buddy. You're just a monster, not even part of this world, but hey, we love having you in chat as always. There you go. All right, so let's um let's start talking about all these plays, guys, and recap them. Okay, so let's start going over all these plays. Let's recap them a little bit. Let's make sure you understand why they spiked. Let's make sure that you guys understand why they took on off. Let's make sure that you guys know why these stocks made the move they did. All right, so yep, a little bit of CANF also popping up. A little CANF right here. Yep, 500,000. There you go. Because Deckmark said they should. CANF getting a little bit of action. Well, we could start off the party with a little bit of CANF. Let's talk about why CANF is going on up. Right? Whenever we do research or whenever we recap a stock, we always need to look at one thing first. Does the stock have any sort of news? It makes it so simple, makes it so clear, make it so easy. Does again the stock have any sort of news? Does CANF have news? Hey, December 26th, boom. Just like that, we know why CNF is ripping and running. It gets a little bit more difficult when the stock doesn't have any news, but if we see that the stock has a press release right here, it's very simple. CNF Pharmaceutical CEO elected to the CNF board, a strategic partnership, right? And right there we can honestly stop, right? And why is that? 3-star word, partnership. That's why the stock's running. CANF has a partnership with Univo to develop cannabinoid-based products. What else do we have? We have this italics bold underneath. What's inside the press release statement? The italic font. The italic font, what we love to see underneath the title, right? So this is all great things. Italic font underneath partnership, and boom, just like that, we know CNF has room to run. How high? Someone tell me. I just went over this. How high can CANF go up to today? If you're in on CANF, what's your target today? If you're in on CANF, where do you want to see the stock go up to? And if you see the stock go up to this price, where are you going to lock in your gains? Exactly, guys. Awesome. And that's the 200-day moving average, right? 200-day moving average. Just like LQDA, you run up to it, everyone sells at that area, If CANF gets up to that 200-day moving average of 439, that's where you lock it up, right? So 439, that's where you lock it up. That's where you want to move on. That's where you say to yourself, hey, you know what? I'm all good with my profits. I'm all ready to rock. So CNF definitely getting a little bit of action. CNF getting a little bit of activity. All right. What else did we have going on today? LQDA. We already went over this a little bit, but why is LQDA going on up? Well, again, when we want to figure out why a stock runs, the easiest thing to do and the first thing to do is always say to ourselves, hey, does it have any sort of news? December 24th, which was Christmas Eve, was the first day this one had news, and this did have a little bit of a green day. Well, what happened right here? Announces a $22.4 million private placement. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. Well, what we have right here is the private placement is a purchase agreement, okay, where they are agreeing to buy 7.1 shares of common stock. So someone, again, the company, is purchasing 7.1 million shares of common stock at the price of 313. All right? So what does that mean? That means, oh wow, the company's buying. We have an agreement. Whoever's buying 7 million shares, getting involved with this play, this stock must be, getting something great out of it, right? And what happens? Everyone floods in this play. As you guys know, 200-day moving average, stock again gets crazy, goes on a massive run, hits the 200-day moving average, drops on off. Now, this one was not very easy to A, get in on, or B, get out of, because it got halted basically its whole way up. So it was halted like its whole way up and whole way down. So that one wasn't really an easy play, but still, insider buying, still 200-day moving average resistance, still everything we see here, spike up, dump on down, kind of everything we have been seeing on all other plays. For example, SAVA, insider buying, stock goes on a massive move. As it starts getting a little bit weaker, starts dumping on off, right? So, yep, that's always important as well. Make sure that float is on the lower side. Vijtaj, awesome job, buddy. Definitely pronounced your name wrong, but VJ Jadav, again, you're the man. $1,300 today, absolutely destroying it. I don't worry, I pronounce everyone's names wrong. It just means I love you even more. Okay, so again, great work. Same exact thing as SAVA with this stock dumping on off, and that stock looking a little bit on the weaker side. Make sure you throw that over in profits chat. What else do we have? Trey Levy at GTA 5, exactly. So VJ, uh, what? Yeah, GTA 5. So what else did we see today? Well, my play today. What was my trade today, guys? XRF, $363, right? XRF, $363. What the heck was going on over here? Does XRF have any sort of news? XRF, this came out with December 24th news. So again, this isn't news that we are seeing today. These are previous top gainers. These are stocks that went on rips and runs, either on Monday or on Tuesday. And what we have right here is the same exact thing. More insider buying, right? The North Financial invest $8 million in China Rapid. So it's not insider buying, it's someone investing in this company, but kind of along those same lines, right? So XRF, this came out on Christmas Eve. And then today, this stock had a gap up and just exploded. As I always say, and I know you guys are about to kill me, if you miss a play, don't chase it. Just get in on the bounce play, right? That's what it really comes down to. So I saw this whole entire play, XRF, spiking, 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 spiking. You know what? If I hopped in at $4 when I saw it, or at $3.90 when I saw it, could I have made money? Absolutely. But you know what? I didn't want to be a chaser. So I said, let me look for the next area of consolidation. If the stock, came back on down towards around $4 after it was up to 430, I would have gotten in. Then I moved my stop loss up. Saw the stock spike up to $5 and said, hey, you know what? If it comes back down to 430, I'll get in. But then again, stock consolidates, spiked all the way up to 575, $6. And I said, you know what? If the stock comes back down to 480, I'll get in. Boom. And that's where I finally got filled. Finally got filled at 490, 485, got out at 535 and 534. On that awesome bounce play back on up before, started dropping on off. So this is really about, again, not press release today, but, a press release that came out on a previous day finally caught some fire today. We're only playing stocks with that hot volume, right? $500,000. Can we chase it if we really want it? Hey, you can get in on any play you want, but don't come crying to me in the future saying, Deck, I chased the play and you always tell me not to, but I just can't help myself, right? You know what? The thing is about being a new trader. The thing is about learning how to trade. What has to happen a little bit, right? There are going to be times, and I don't want to say it, right? But there are going to be times you're going to take losses, and those losses are kind of necessary to become a successful trader, right? And why is that? Because you do learn the most, right? And I will say this. I will say that the reason that I am so disciplined with my trading is from my past. From my past of not being disciplined and taking massive losses before when I first started trading, right? And I can sit here on the mic and I can say to myself or say to you guys, don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. But the same exact thing, there will be a time you probably will chase. And there probably will be a time again in my future that I chase. But you will take a loss just like I will if I chase. And you're going to say to yourself, wow, I just lost $500 on that trade. That hurt. I'm never going to do that again. But that's part of kind of becoming a successful trader. It's the same exact thing as a human, right? When we're kids and our parents say, "Hey Sean," or "Hey, Louie," or "Hey whoever, don't go and do this," right? And says,